Welcome to the return of Superhero Showdown. It's been a while, but we're gonna kick off with Suicide Squad / Justice League news. Now, there's a lot of sites that are reporting that Jared Leto has been spotted in London, England, filming some scenes for Justice League, the movie that comes out in either 2017 or 2018. And Jared Leto has been very vocal lately about how he feels slighted with the whole Suicide Squad thing. Apparently he filmed 90 minutes of footage and he wasn't even in the movie that much, but what he was in was really good. I thought he did a really good Joker, but I would love to see him in Justice League and see him return. I hope him and DC can figure something out, bring him back. I really hope it's true that he's gonna be in Justice League a little bit, but I would really like for him to return to the Batman cinematic universe, and I think that would be really good. He's a really good actor, and him and Margot Robbie's chemistry was there, and it was really good. He played a really good Joker. You had a little bit of Nicholson, you had a little bit of Ledger, you had a little bit of Mark Hamill, you had a little bit of Cesar Romero, and that's what was good about Jared Leto's Joker, is he dove in, and if you're going to play the Joker, you have to dive in. So there has been conflicting reports that he is in it, that he's not. He's been spotted in London. Before that, he was spotted in New Zealand. All different areas where they've been filming scenes for Justice League, which hopefully Justice League turns around. Everybody that watches this channel knows that I wasn't the biggest fan of Batman vs. Superman, and I don't want to watch it again. That's why I haven't watched the Ultimate Cut yet. So, really and truly, I don't understand why they wouldn't bring him back. Speaking of Justice League news, the first look at Batman's suit has been dropped. A couple Justice League things have been dropped. Justice League Batman vs. Superman news. There's been Easter eggs that have been dropped by Zack Snyder suggesting that the Watchmen are actually around in the DC universe. They're around and just fluctuating. And the other thing that happened is we found out that the Robin suit that was in Batman vs. Superman was Jason Todd's costume. Who killed Jason Todd? We don't know. I'm assuming it's Joker, as they're going to try and implement more Joker in there. But the costume came out for Batman, the technical Batman suit, and it looks a lot like Night Owl's costume. Has the goggles like Night Owl, a lot of the looks looks like Night Owl. So Batman's tactical suit looks a lot like Night Owl. But I'm thinking Justice League, are they gonna implement flashes of villains? Are we just gonna see Batman villains? Because we do know J.K. Simmons is in there as Commissioner Gordon. We know Alfred will be in there. Jeremy Irons was very picky about how he did not like Batman vs. Superman. And it really, you got to think about what are they going to do with Justice League? Jeff Johns has stepped in. He's trying to fix it. Batman vs. Superman was not well received. But recently we've got a lot of big reports. We've heard conflicting rumors that it's going to be I'm trying to remember the name of the group, but it's the Rogues Gallery for the Flash. The Flash is going to fight multiple villains. We've heard rumors that the Flash is going to be a buddy movie with Flash and Cyborg. Cyborg might just be a Teen Titans movie. Aquaman, we found out Jason Momoa is actually going to fight Black Manta in that one. Superman, a new Superman movie has been announced. Batman, we found out that Joe Montana, who was in True Blood, Magic Mike, One Tree Hill, he's going to be playing Deathstroke, which is essentially, for you that don't know, he's DC's version of Deadpool, basically, in a nutshell. So it'd be cool for Batman to fight somebody who's not like a superpower hulking bad guy. But with Justice League, what are they going to do? Wonder Woman's going to be coming out. I'm not too big on the Wonder Woman movie. I'm kind of on the fence. Also, a couple more trailers for Doctor Strange has hit the web, because Doctor Strange will be hitting theaters worldwide in November, and I'm super excited for that. Sorcerer Supreme hitting the big screen. It's the last movie before Avengers Infinity War, which is going to be good. You're going to hit the last Infinity Stone. There's been conflicting reports that Avengers isn't going to be a two-parter, but could we have a completely different team when we get to Avengers Part 2? Because it's not called Infinity War anymore. I think we're going to have a completely new team. There's going to be a lot of people. We've heard Brie Larson is going to be Captain Marvel. Will the people from the Netflix series be in the movie? Will we get Daredevil, Luke Cage, Punisher, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones? Will Spider-Man be a part of it? There's a lot of conflicting things, and Marvel's really trying to step outside the box and bring stuff in. And I really like what Marvel's doing. And then you have the Spider-Man news that dropped. Now, the Spider-Man news that dropped was the villains. We're going to have Shocker, which I'm so stoked with that. Shocker is one of my favorite low-level villains, because he's just a Russian assassin that has like these shockwave gauntlets, which is going to be really cool. And then you have the Tinkerer that's in there, and you have Vulture. It's rumored Michael Keaton's going to play Vulture. There's rumors that Miles Morales is going to be in the movie, so then later on they could do stuff with Miles Morales and Peter Parker at the same time. Now, Spider-Man, it looks like they're taking a little bit from the Mark Webb Spider-Man stuff, where the villains are going to come from Stark Industries instead of Oscorp like they were trying to do there. And even they were going to bring in Shocker for the Sinister Six, but now Shocker is going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming. So if you look at how everything circulates, Marvel's smart enough to know just because something didn't work well, there's elements that you could bring. And one thing that a lot of comic book fans are hoping is Marvel gets their hand on Fantastic Four, because Fox is still insistent they're going to do a Fantastic Four 2. Now, if they do a Fantastic Four 2, they got to do it right this time, because it will be their 5th attempt if they can do it. And we know that the guy that played Johnny Storm is going to be playing the villain in Black Panther. Kate Mara hated the movie. The guy that played Dr. Doom, he hated the movie. Miles Teller said he'd be game to come back. So it's all about doing things the right way. And we know Fox is... It seems like Fox, the only franchises they can do right are the Deadpool franchise, which Deadpool 2, they're already working on it. The X-Men movies, Wolverine. We found out that the 3rd Wolverine movie, the final Wolverine appearance from Hugh Jackman, is going to have Mr. Sinister in there, and possibly X-23 is what we're rumoring. And then X-Men Apocalypse came out this year, and I liked X-Men Apocalypse. I know a lot of people had problems with it, but you know what? It was better than Batman vs. Superman. So y'all can go suck it. I like that one. I like Deadpool. You got 2 X-Men TV shows that'll be hitting in January, I believe. And one's Legion, and I believe the other one's New Mutants. It seems like the Marvel universe, whether it's the Marvel Cinematic or Fox's Marvel, is really pushing through, and DC still hasn't figured out what they're going to do. And I think DC really needs a kick in the ass, because if Suicide Squad made money, those who think it didn't, it did. Now the story was a little unbalanced, but the character development was there for all the members of the Suicide Squad, and except for Killer Croc, they really didn't divulge into him, but I really wish they would have. So DC really needs to do well, because if Wonder Woman fails, that'll be 1, 2, 3 fails in the fans' eyes. You have Man of Steel, people didn't like. Green Lantern, people didn't like. And of course, you also had Batman vs. Superman, which was not well liked. So they really need to knock it out of the park, do something well, because you need to go well, but it just isn't happening. So this is the news that I have for you this week, and I will be back again shortly for another episode of Superhero Showdown.